Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. We are getting ready to... You said bye, future me, right? We are getting ready to get windrowing on our two big grass fields here that we might own, but maybe not. I'm just pretending like we do because I don't know. And you said bye, future me. We're going to use this weird, big, awkward windrower that we've never used before just to see how it is. It's double the length of the other, well, almost double the size of the other two windrowers, so hopefully it'll get things done quick because I don't want to go into a second hour and pay another several $1,000s. Man, it is good to see all you guys. Foxel's back. Rosario's back. Some of my old-time viewers are here. Yep, and I keep going. We will definitely be streaming. It's kind of neat. The streams are kind of getting a little bit more profitable for me, so that's good. I've actually been getting paid monthly now instead of bi-monthly, so we're moving in the right direction here on the Twitch end of things. And I'm definitely trying to stream more, though I did miss Monday, and I apologize once again for those of you guys that were on looking for World of Tanks on Monday. I ended up having to work super late, so... Oh, fun fact, dislikes also help. Well, I get some of those. I always get a thumbs down or two. I don't really care, whatever. There's some people that are just mad at me for whatever reason, and they don't like me, so they thumbs me down every video. Whoa. Reading text and driving off the road. Wow, that was really bumpy over there. That's pretty cool. Let's see here. There's the grass field number 1. Let's go ahead and hop out of the tractor and get our airplane, our drone view. We're going to unfold this bad boy. So it's time for the haters. That's right. Yeah, they mean probably the same thing as far as ratings go. The likes help more. Yes, you are always on. Straswell's almost always on. All right, here we go. Making big piles of stuff. We're going to bale it and wrap it and... Oops. Well, we're going to try to bale it anyway. Bye to the you of the past and hello to the you of the future. Yeah, I always play on normal mode. I don't know. Hard mode is okay, but you really are, you got to kind of be a glutton for punishment if you're going to play on hard. I don't know. I've kind of Yeah, true. It's all SEO, right? The hardest day is Friday. You always miss the streams. Oh, I'm sorry. Those are the best days because that's the Farbsim Live server. Once again, Saturdays, for the exact reason of what's happening this week. I have a wedding this week. So I won't be home till 10 or 11 o'clock. I probably could have streamed this Saturday, but I was just pooped when I got home. Like, the wedding was over. I got home, I think, at 9 o'clock on Saturday, but I was just tired. I got home, I did a shot of wedding, and I'm like, I'm done. It's over. You work late on Friday? Yeah. Sometimes when I work late. Tomorrow I'll be working late probably because I have a couple different things, but I'll be home in time to do the stream, so. Yeah, I always play games on normal too. Yeah, like when I play Skyrim, I have it like on novice. Because I hate getting beat down by trolls. I always run into trolls and they're just like, and they kill me in one hit, so. Yes, the well-being. Ryan is not here, Rosario. I'm sorry. He went to drop his friend Jeff off. He was here right when I started the stream, but he's gone now. I can try to answer it if you want, but he's... This is a pretty big windrower. Skyrim. Since no teens are screwing everything up, right? Gaming there for her. Skyrim. Look at our beautiful windrows. Look at that. All right, we'll go this way. You still miss me, Alther, my original Skyrim character? No, okay, Mark was getting deployed, and that all fell through. So Mark is now stuck on the Youngstown Air Force Base. I'll tell you the story in a second here. Let me get turned around, and I'll explain what happened. So Mark, last Friday, got a call from the military telling him that he needed to get deployed to Germany because they sent the wrong staff with the Air National Guard from Ohio, which is, Mark is not Air National Guard. He is Air Force Reserve. But they, can mix and match if they need to. So they said, we forgot our tech guy. We brought the wrong kind of administrative person. We need a tech person to come on site. And so they said, Mark, meow. They said that Mark was the person that they needed. So he was going to go to Germany for 30 days starting the beginning of this week. Well, he got to base, and they said, well, we haven't gotten the orders yet from, whoever sends the orders. So you need to wait here until you get your orders because you can't go to Germany until you have orders, So he's like, okay. So the rest of the crew left, and Mark was stuck at the base. Now, it is now Wednesday afternoon. They still haven't gotten the orders. They don't know if they're ever going to get the orders, and they're like, you know what? If we don't get the orders by Friday, we're just going to send you home. So he's just been out in Youngstown waiting for his orders, and they're probably not going to come through. So Mark is now groundbound here in Ohio. He was super excited to go. He was probably going to get to go to a couple different places, but anyway, including Germany. But now he looks like he's going nowhere. Poor Mark. What is Mark Armstrong? What does he do? Is he video gaming or is he guitar stuff? Because Ryan mostly watches guitar stuff on YouTube and video game stuff. So it could have been him. If it had anything to do with like Dark Souls or something like that, because Brian's been playing Dark Souls a lot lately. So I believe he does take his laptop with him, Tech Junkie, yes. But Mark is not, it's funny, being my son, he loves video games, but he doesn't really play them very often. He'll find a game that he likes and he junks out on it. So Mark also liked Dark Souls or whatever the other one was, that Bloodborne. And so he junked out on Bloodborne, but that's it. Then he doesn't play a game for months. So Mark is really not much of a video gamer. He'll play a game a little bit and then he won't. And his laptop sucks too. It can play games, but barely. So anyway. Yeah, there you go, Foxel. Yep. Consistent plowing is always a good thing. Once every 3. These fields need to be plowed. I'll probably run a couple rounds without doing it, but then eventually I probably will get a culti plow or something like that, and we'll plow these fields too. But Truck Sim, it wouldn't have been Mark then, or I wouldn't have been Ryan, because Ryan doesn't watch anything simulator. He doesn't play simulators at all. There you go, Tech Junkie. A month, oh my gosh. Yes, you can wrap grass bales, yes. A more casual player, exactly. Right, exactly. Finds a game that he likes, plays it, and then quits for a while. And I just can't believe what a beautiful night it is outside. My allergies are starting to clear up. You can hear I'm still a little bit congested, but I'm not having sneeze attacks and stuff like that. And so I've actually got my bedroom windows open, and I am just feeling that cool air blowing in, and man, it feels so good, right? So it was an O poster, an oppositor. Nope, that is not true for Farm Sim 17. On Farm Sim 15, unless you had a mod, you couldn't wrap the grass bales. But on Farm Sim 17, you can wrap both grass and hay. So, yep, you can just go right to, which is for silage, you really would, that's what you want. You wouldn't want to wrap hay, you want to wrap grass. So, unless you were trying to preserve the hay and store it. So, yeah, nope, it's every 3 times. You can always check your map, Foxel. I'll show you how to do it right now. You press escape, you go to your map, and you go to the down here where it says fruit types. You change this to soil composition, and you can see your fertilizer states. So like right now you can see I've fertilized 10, 11, and 33, but then you can also turn on the fields that need plowing. Now, mine aren't showing that they need plowing, so they must not need it yet. I must have, wow, that's weird. They should be. But all these fields need plowing anyway. That's how you know. But if it's red, it needs plowing, and it should happen every third crop. You should have to plow. So there you go. You've only done it twice conveniently. There you go. So when you get to if you get one of those Culti plows, once again I'll show you that too since we're talking about it. If you go into the store and you look in if you have any of the DLCs, and we go into Cultivators, this one, the Stara. Both the Fox and the Stara Laser, both of these, they both cultivate and plow in one pass. So you can plow every time because you're doing this in one pass. And then both of these, the multi-cultivator, this also does it. This big guy here, and this will fertilize too. So you can cultivate, plow, and fertilize all in one pass. This guy here, this Kuhn $10,000 unit, this is part of the Kuhn pack. This also cultivates and plows in one pass. And then last but not least, we have the big Cultiplow for the big bud. This will also cultivate in one pass. So it plows and it cultivates. So it's a kind of a neat device. That way you don't have to cultivate and then go back and plow. If you have a smaller farm, the Cultiplows are really useful. But once again, yeah, your neighbor has they're called a subsoiler. That's the real name. We call them Cultiplows in this game, but in real life, they're called a subsoiler. And basically it has a cultivation stage and a plowing stage all in one. It's a little bit, my understanding is that it's a little bit better for the soil. Moldboard plowing, which is the big plow, actually can damage the soil if you do it all the time. Because what happens is it brings the soil up from lower. You idiot pickup truck. But the problem is that you will eventually dry your soil out. It's what caused the Dust Bowl in the 1920s. They plowed too much, and they ended up plowing so much that they actually ended up causing the ground to dry out, and it made a Dust Bowl. So oops. So you don't want to always plow. You want to plow intermittently, maybe once every 5 or 6 harvests. So you don't do it all the time. But that is why you have the subsoiler kind of is an in-between. It doesn't do as much damage to the soil, but it still gives you that plowing action of bringing the nutrients up to the surface. So anyway, that is why we do what we do. Oh, that's cool. A Tractor House magazine. That's cool. That's cool. Big Wayne. That's cool. So yep, there. It's a very useful tool. Your cat got itself stuck in the fence. Okay. What's up, Billiam? Yeah. So the Cultiplow is it's a pretty cool thing. Yeah. No problem. Yep. Yeah. So subsoilers are good for both plowing and cultivating at the same in one pass. So, I didn't know what they were until I played Farm Expert. Believe it or not, Farm Expert had them in the 2016 version that had it. So that's when I first heard about a subsoiler and figured out what it did. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So, and then all of a sudden they started showing up in Farm Sim. With the first one that showed up was part of the Kuhn DLC pack, and then Big Bud included one, and then you have the ones that came from the Platinum expansion. So all the Stara stuff. I haven't seen one. Big. Is it Big Wayne? Is that how I'm supposed to say it? Big Wanny. Big. I'm assuming it's Wayne. I haven't seen it, but I haven't really looked. I would imagine they probably do have some kind of tractor sales publication in Ohio, because obviously we have a lot of agriculture here and people buying and selling stuff. So there you go, Billiam. Back in black. Yes. So like I said, though, a lot of guys don't plow every year, and the cost of, I guess, plows are going way down in price. I was watching some guy that does auctions and tracks prices, and it turns out like plows have gone down in price because people just don't use them anymore. So you can actually get them pretty cheap now. But the Cultiplows are still expensive, and of course cultivators are expensive. So That's funny. Okay, so Wayne, that's cool. I like that, Big Wayne. So I did get it. I was just making sure I got it right. Yeah, so tonight we're basically windrowing. We're going to do some baling. We're doing it on a huge scale, as always, with this farm. Everything's on a huge scale, so. That's right. Oh, that's cool, Mr. Moldy. I know somebody else that I knew also lived near, maybe like 45 minutes away from New Holland, like from where the New Holland tractors are made. Now, is it true, Mr. Moldy, that they also make Case? I thought New Holland and Case were kind of the same company, or at least they're owned by the same overarching company. Yeah, I saw the robot weeders. Yes, I need one for my garden. And I forget what was his name. The Parks and Rec. The Tom Haverford had that. He had that vacuum cleaner, like the robot vacuum cleaner that he tied a boombox to, and he called him like DJ Rumba. Are you tired of bailing and raking, gaming nerfer? Oh, like Wayne. Like whale, Wayne. Wayne. My day was great, Jeremy. Thank you. Oh my goodness, all the comments are coming in way fast. What'd you buy, Jeremy? See, New Holland and Fiat are the same. Okay, all right. Okay, not sure the ownership, what the ownership is, but the New Holland plant is Case New Holland. Okay, all right, there you go. Well, Case used to be international, but I think that they're all into one company now, if I'm not mistaken. So you have a robo mower, old robo mower. I need a robot mower. Like Bob Ross says, wow, white, Wayne. What's up, Jack Farrow? How you doing, buddy? Everything you guys say is helpful. And there's a billion different ways to do things too. That's kind of the neat stuff. That's what this game is fun, because there's like a million different ways to do the same thing. Bobcat makes mowers too, yes. I saw a Caterpillar fertilizer the other day on the road. This is good time for farmers. They're all planting stuff now. I'm hoping that we get the agri-drone thing going pretty quick here. I don't know. Everybody's been kind of busy, so. You said, oh, cool, World of Tanks. Yeah. Okay, have fun, Jack Farrow. It was good seeing you, man. 1985, Case Company merged with International Harvester. Okay, all right. State of Decay. Oh, that's cool, Mr. Holding. Mr. Moldy. Oh, my gosh. Everyone was okay? Good. Oh, my goodness. How did it get hit by a train? What the heck? How did the farmer manage that? Oops. Is that issue every morning, a state of decay? So it still says case I. Oh, year. Okay, year when you look at it. Yeah. Yeah, I remember seeing them saying international on them. In fact, they used to just say international. Then they said case international. Yeah. Well, it's a big farm. A lot of mowing and rowing. There you go. There you go, Gaming Nerfer. I'm in a state of denial. Oh, game 3. Okay, now did the Cavs win or lose game 2? Sorry, I haven't been paying attention to it. You'd think from being from Cleveland I'd care, but he must have been using chorus play. There you go, Darbler. Yeah, that's possible. Definitely. Man, that's scary. Oh no, they're down 0-2. Eee, that's not good. So they have to win tonight or it's over, right? Or, well, it'd have to be 4 games, right? So they have to lose 2 more games for them not to finish. But I hope they get one more. Steel Armor Blaze of War. Oh my goodness. How much is it? I'll look at it. I still haven't tried that game you sent me, Lee. I do want to try it. The what do you call it? The Tunisia, the tank game that takes place in Tunisia. I haven't played that yet, but that's more of a, looks like an RTS type game. But I haven't tried it yet. It's one of the very last ones. Oh, that's cool. Oh, so it still says IH Agriculture. Cool. That's cool. So you think the Cavs will take it? I hope so. Okay, so you can do it any way you want, Foxel. That's the only... Hey, what's up, Yoda Fett? Oh, you refunded yours. You hated it? Okay, so Steel Armor's around $30. I'll check it out. Lee, send me the... If you can send me a link or like a message in Steam, it'll remind me to look next time I go into Steam. Like, send me a little message and say, hey, this is the game. And I'll take a look at it. Yoda Fett. So anyway, you can kind of fertilize any way you want. If you want to be realistic about it, you would put down like a solid fertilizer either while you're planting or before you plant, and cultivate it in, or manure. Manure and slurry almost always get cultivated in. So if you're trying to play it like it's real life, that's how you would do it. And then your second stage, you could weed. And that happens only during the first growth stage of the crops. I don't think you would weed corn because that would kill it. So, but then the third stage you would do like a liquid fertilizer. So it would be either solid or manure / slurry at the beginning, a stage of weeding, and then a stage of spraying. That's how I run it usually because that's kind of like what they would do. You could also do a solid fertilizer after they start growing if you don't want to do the weeding. But that would keep it kind of like what they do in real life, honestly. So, because I don't want to put up a 2.5 hour single episode. No one's going to watch the whole episode. So as far as YouTube goes for stats, it's much better to split them into half-an-hour episodes. That's why I do that. But sometimes for like the server, sometimes I'll keep them as a single episode. But though for this series, I've been actually splitting them into half-an-hour episodes. So they've actually always been half an hour. But that's why I do that. It helps my YouTube stats if I have more videos. So if I put up a bunch of like 1 hour videos, you're only going to get like 2 videos a week. So I try to make it so people have something to watch every day. That's one of the reasons why I do it like that. So thank you so much, Lee. There we go, Rosario. That's right. Yep, I've actually seen... there's a couple guys that run Fendt tractors here. You don't see them very often, though. I've also seen Kloss. I've seen a couple Class tractors. And I've also seen... let's see. I've seen pretty much all of them. You see Oliver here a lot. You see White, like old tractors, old White and Oliver tractors. Case, like the Case IH or International tractors from the 70s. We see a lot of those. A lot of Case tractors. John Deere obviously is everywhere. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I've never seen a Black Beauty before, but I've seen some Fendt tractors working. Very rare though. When I was up visiting Jared in Canada, we saw the old school Duitsfar tractors or Deutzfar tractors, like we have in this game. The green one, the 661 or 361 or whatever it is. They had those up there. That was pretty cool. So, that's funny, Mr. Moldy. Hello, new follower. I missed who it was. I was looking at the line. So, yeah. But there are fence out there. Yep, I see Ford. I saw actually the same Ford tractors that we're using on Ford Farm for county or what's the name of that map? The valley, the valley, the old farm. I saw one of those Ford tractors in real life. I was like, oh hey, it's pretty cool. Like the ones with the angled nose. You've seen a Vario spreading out stuff. That's cool. Yep. Now, I do see self-propelled sprayers all the time. We have tons of self-propelled because everybody does corn here in Ohio, so they have to use those sprayers because the sprayers go between the lines of crop, and the sprayers also are high enough to get over the crops when they're growing. So, whoops, it's kind of stinks because this one doesn't lift high enough up to not mess up the piles that you've made. So. Valley of the Planet of the Apes, yeah. Oh, that's cool. Cool, Jay Brosnia. That's really cool. In Minnesota. Oh, you are welcome, Foxel. Yes, this is all PC based. That is correct. Dental floss. Yeah, okay, just spread. Yep, we have sprayers all over the place. They do spread manure too. You see that going on. A lot of times we see guys doing the nitrogen. They have those nitrogen tanks. They put that down before they plant. I haven't seen it at as much this year as I did last year, but oh, that's cool. I did see an actual John Deere old school forage harvester out parked outside the other day at a farm on here in Ohio, like almost into Vermilion, Ohio. But he had it was a little one. It was a little, probably like 450 horsepower chopper. One of those 2-row corn. It was a full size one. It had a cab and everything, but it's like the one in the picture on my YouTube page. I did see one of those. I was like, oh, sweet. Like, man, you never see those, you know? Lisa Joy spreading manure. Ha ha ha. Yep, the Southern Creamery. I'm really excited about that one. I'm also excited about Welker. It stinks because that means I'm going to have to make more farms, you know. All right, this field's done. We're going to head over to the other one that we kind of sort of own on the other side of 11 here. Be right back. Have fun, Foxhole, whatever you're doing. I don't want to ask. But yeah, I'm excited for the new maps coming out too, Rosero. So we have racked up some hours on the new tractor already. Yep, I think the Welker Farm map is going to be cool. But you know, to be honest with you, I'm totally happy with this map. It's just, Welker is cool because it's based on a real farm. Though this, I mean, this really does, like I said, it feels like a real farm. I do like it. Oh, that's cool, Big Wayne. Our Big Wayne. The astronaut robot milker. We're going to get so much straw or hay and straw when we get this thing going. I know you do, Gaming Nerfer. You have to understand, though, it's hard because then I have to keep it all scheduled, and that makes my life a lot more difficult. So that probably won't be happening. But once again, the reason why I do the map that I do for the server one is because people always, you know, it's really hard to have a bunch of people get the same mods, and then they never work, and then people are like, well, that's not working, and then I have to spend time doing that, and it's just, I don't have time. So let's see. The squad has Welker released to him, and the map sucks. Oh, that's too bad. Well, that sucks. Well, I thought Coldborough Park Farm was based on the real one. I don't know. I mean, I'm not. I like Coldborough. That's a good map. I'm so glad to have an American map finally that feels like America. Like, this map just feels American. The shops look American. The scenery's American, except for the biogas plant, which we do have, but they're few and far between. There's one here in Ohio about 40 minutes away from me, but it's at a university, of course, because they're the ones that have money to sink into dying in non-profitable. Never mind. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I don't like Cold Burrow. It's the roads make me crazy. Plus driving on the wrong side of the road. I mean the right side if you're from England. But it is the left side of the road, so it's wrong. Trucker Josh has returned. Shep Cove Alpaca Farm. Oh, that's cool. The real farm. That's pretty cool. Nope, this is County Line is what map this is. This is a map called County Line. It's available on modhub.us, so just look up County Line. And it's a great map. It's been out for a while. I think it's probably been out for at least 6 months, if not longer. But I finally decided to do a series on it. The Romans lied. Holy. Every time I go to, well, especially Ireland, the Ireland map on Pro Mods just scares the crap out of me. I always die when I go there. I crash my truck. I can't even get around the corners. It's really hard because you sit on the wrong side of the cab for driving on the wrong side of the road. Anyway, I hate going into the UK on ETS because I always crash into the trucks coming the other way. If I had the cab set up right, it'd probably be easier, but... Oh, with the potholes? Yeah. Yeah, we have those. Welcome to Cleveland. You also created the Gravity and Battle Royale genre. All right, Big Wayne, have a good dinner, friend. We'll be here. I'll be here for a while. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've been watching on YouTube, hopefully you enjoyed this episode of County Line Farm as we continue our windrowing. We should be done by the end of the next episode or earlier, and we'll start baling, and then we'll have to wrap and collect. Hopefully I'll have enough money to do both of those. I think I will, but this is really, you know, costing us some money to do this. But I think this and the baler is going to be the most expensive thing we have to rent at $8,000. So anyway, if not, we'll have to wait till the crop's over and we have some income from the crop to finish up, but we'll see what happens. So anyway, yep, bye-bye, future me. See you guys on the next exciting episode. For those of you on Twitch, don't go anywhere because we are going to continue streaming. So I will be right back.